Hey, welcome back everyone. This is King Reds, and we are going to do a tutorial on a script for mining by Jim. And what this does is kind of gives a job basically for our civilians to make some money with um, gold panning and mining and things like that. So let's go ahead and let's get logged into this game. I'm going to kind of show you what our plans are and where things are going to be at. Then we'll walk through the installations and the files and things like that. So let's go ahead and let's get logged in. All right, so we are logged into this game here, and we are at one of the mining sites where we will have the ability to do it. And you'll see we got a guy right here with a weakened third eye and browse his store. He's got some flashlights, gold pannings, pickaxe, things like that. Don't worry about the pictures right now. We'll get to that here, right? We got some things that we got to add to our inventory, but just to kind of let you guys see what's going to take place here in this tutorial, let's go ahead and pull up our maps. What am I doing? So we have added, you can see over here, gold panning sites, mining sites. We have a foundry where we can go and smelt and cut our diamonds. We got rock washing areas all throughout the map, right? And there's two mining sites that you can go to. One's over here by the rock quarry, and then you have one over here at the mine shaft. So let's go ahead and let's dig into it. How did we get to this stage of these options, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump over to Jim's GitHub, and I'll put this link in the description, but we got this right here, right? So what this does, right, it's a highly customizable via the config file, right? So we're going to go in there, we're going to make some modifications. We're going to remove things from the blimp icons, right, so that it makes it a little bit more interesting for people to find, gets them out, gets them venturing and looking for things, right? We're also going to go in and we're going to change pricing for some things, right? Some things will be cheaper, some things will be more expensive, things like that. So features: gold panning, mining, stone washing, stone cracking, right? That's going to be us cutting them up, right? We got NPC spawns, right, with blimp locations. We're going to make some modifications. I'm not going to show you where all the washing places are. I'm not going to show you all the gold panning places, right? I'm going to have one on the map, maybe one rock rossing station, and I'm going to leave it up to you, as you are the adventurer, to go out there and find where else can we do this, right? And then we got the gem cutting, right? We're going to be able to take our rocks. We're going to wash them. They're going to come into gems, right? Then we're going to take those gems, right? And we're going to cut them, right? Then we're going to take those cut gems, and then we're going to make necklaces, rings, watches, bracelets, right? All kinds of different things that we're going to be able to sell to either other players, right? Or we'll be able to sell them to another NPC in the city, right? If you guys want to go through, you guys can come and see the different videos, previews, right? And here's a list of our pictures, right, of what we're going to be able to add in here. So dependencies, very simple, very basic. QB menu, QB target, okay? With that, it's a very simple install. It's super easy. He does not make it complicated. He leaves that up to you if you want to make it more difficult or not, right? So I already have it downloaded, but what you're going to do is you're going to click on code. You're going to click on the download zip, right? And once that's downloaded, it will bring you to, we'll back up a little bit. It will bring you back to a zip file like this. You're just going to right click. You're going to do extract and do extract all. Brings you to here, right? And then it leaves you with this main folder right here. Inside this folder is where we're going to have all of our resources for this stuff to take place. Typically I will remain this. This will come once it's extracted. Will come back with gem-mining main. So we will just delete the dash mining or dash main, like you see up here in title. We'll just remove that, and then we're going to move this into a resource folder. Now, as we go into this, right, I utilize a lot of Jim's scripts, so I make my own folder for him. He also suggests it too. Kind of keeps things more organized, right? So we're going to right click in our resource folder. We're going to go to folder. We're going to do our brackets. I'm going to just name it Jim. And then I'm going to do a close bracket, right? And we're going to hit save. Okay. So now we got that in there. We want to come back into our folder where our files are. We're going to right click, and you can either cut or copy. Up to you, user preference. I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to post it or paste it into my resource folder. So now we've got it over here within our files for our server. Okay. We want to go to our local, right? And we want to be able to log in so that we can make a modification to our config file. And that modification is going to be able to use or to be able to start the scripts, right? I have it already in here, but what you're going to do is right after standalone, you're going to hit type ensure your brackets, right? We're going to name it gem. This has to be the same exact way that your file, your folder is called. So mine's easy. I wrote the folder, I made it, so I know how to do it. But you know, copy that name for that folder and then come in here and just paste it, right? Then you know for sure that you got it exactly the way that that folder is labeled. Okay. Now that we got this in here, okay, let's take a look at the README file, right? The README file is going to be a very important part of all this, right? So let's pop this guy open. We're going to say yes. Okay, I already had it open, but that's all right. I'm going to say no to that one. So we're going to read the README file, right? We're going to come down here. Ensure gem.mining is in your config file. Add images to your inventory folder. Very important, right? So let's go back to our folder. And then we're going to go to images. And then you can see these are all the images, right? Here's the resources. Here's like different products, the ores, the diamonds, the gems, all that good stuff that we need for this to work right. So we're going to do a Control A. I'm just going to copy all of it. I'm going to make this simple, very simple. I'm going to leave the images there. It's not taking very much space. I'm going to leave the images there. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go into my QB. For this one, I'm using the default as I wipe my servers every time just to stay clean. If you're using something different, if it's PS inventory or LJ or inventory or whatever the case may be, right? The main thing is you want to take your photos, you want to go to the HTML part in your inventory and go to images, right? And you want to paste it, okay? This destination has 2 files with the same name. So out of all those files I just copied, only 2 of them are the same, right? So we're going to hit replace. And then it inserted all these. Perfect, right? And that goes back to our game where we were over here and you... Oh, let's talk to this guy. Where if we were to talk to him, our images weren't there, right? Okay. The next thing we're going to do is add in all this stuff into our QB Core shared items list, right? So we're going to come in here, we're going to select all of it. We're going to hit copy, right? I already have mine up, but you're going to go to QB Core, shared, and then item Lua. And then you're going to come to the bottom of your file here, and then we're just going to paste. Boom. Right? It's off by 1. Okay. So then it pastes this here, right? And all we're going to do is we're just going to save it. Oop, not Control A. Control S, right? Gem mining, and this is where it comes in. Okay? Now, this is the last part of our instructions, right? There's nothing else here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quickly come back over here. I'm not going to reboot my whole server since, well, actually, yeah, I'm going to actually reboot it because we did make modifications to our our QB inventory. We made changes to our shared items list, right? So I am going to do a full system reboot. So I'm going to come up here to Live Console. I'm going to click Restart, and then I'll be right back once this is done rebooting and we get logged back into the system. All right, guys, we are back here. So let's go ahead and click on our guy again. And now that you can see, after reboot, we got our gold painting tray, which we're going to buy one. Our pickaxe. I don't know if I have enough money for all this. I don't. Let's see here. I got... Oh, I did. I got the gold pan. Wait. All right, we didn't have enough, so let me do something real quick. Sent money. I'm gonna imagine I'm gonna be one, but let's just double check. What's my ID? Okay, one. So T slash set money one. We'll just say bank. We're gonna do just a whole bunch of money. All right. Oops, sorry, bro. I almost punched you in the face. Let's buy you. Let's buy you. Okay. So let's come in here, and you know what? Just to keep it real authentic, let's get a flashlight. All right, let's take our flashlight. We're gonna move our gold pan down here. Let's move our flashlight up to number 4. All right, so let's walk into this mine. Right, we're in the mine shaft. Now, as you come through here, right, once we get past this initial entrance area, you see that rock right there, that stone sticking out? That is what we're going to be mining, right? So we should be able to come up to it, right? We're going to third eye it, and then it's going to give us the option. Now, I have all 3 options. I have the pickaxe, the laser, and the drill bit. So whichever one you have, right, we're going to click on it. I'm going to do the layer, or the laser, right? So that's what it looks like with the laser. Pretty nifty, and you get 1 stone. Well, this one gave me 3 stones, right? Now let's come on down here to our next one, which will be right here, and let's try the drill. Let's see what the drill does. Now the drill uses drill bits, which I think they all do, but this doesn't have any cool lighting things like the laser did. But there's this. All right. Now we have 6, so that also gave us 3 stones. Let's find one more, and let's use the pickaxe. Hopefully it doesn't break on me. So these things are breakable, the drill bits and things like that. Pickaxes are breakable. Oh, I still got my flashlight in my hand. That's awesome. Obviously the pickaxe is the slowest. Then you got the drilling, and then obviously the laser being the quickest, right? All right, we made it through all of them, and I also got another 3 stones. So each of those, whichever one you decide to do, right, will give you 3 stones, each of them. And then these guys, these stones, they do reset after a certain period of time, which is interesting. Is this guy already ready to go? Yeah. So they reset over a certain period of time, right? Which I think I'm going to see if we can find it in the files. On how to increase that duration, right? I don't want someone to sit here and just continuously do it. It is client based, so like if I go in there and I do that, another guy that comes in, he will have the option to mine, right? Okay. So there is that. Let's put our flashlight away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gold panning, right? Did I click it? Gotta be. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. All right, make sure you're kind of in the water. And this guy, he's got a baking sheet out. Oh man, let's see what we get. I think there's 3 different options. You can get gold ore, aluminum cans, and there might be something else here that you can pick up from gold mining. Let's see what he gets on this round. All right. Oh, I got silver ore and glass bottles, right? Let's go ahead and do this again. Let's see if we can get some gold ore in one of these. All right, silver ore again, and aluminum can this time, which is different. Let's come over and check this one out. Let's see if this one's got better luck. Oh, Lord. Boy, if I can't get any gold out of here, I don't know what to tell you out here. All right. Let's see what he can come up with. I don't see the pan in this one. All right, gold ore. There we go. All right, so once we get that stuff right, we are going to then take that stuff, right? Let's pull up our map again, and then we have to go wash this stuff, right? So we're just going to come over here. So we should be able to come into the water. I guess. There you go. Third eye, wash stone. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh, this guy's getting it. All right, come on, bro. Is it high tide? Like what the hell happened? All right, this one looks a little calmer. Let's go over here, get into the water, wash our stones. Here he is washing our stones. We're not drowning this time. And this only washes one stone at a time, right? So remove one stone, but receive gold ore, and I think it was sapphire. I forgot what it was. Right. So let's do another one here, and then we'll head over to the foundries. So we've gone mining, we've gone gold panning, we've washed our stones. The next thing here is to go to the foundry. Don't worry about that little clip issue. All right. So we're gonna come in here, and in here we're gonna find a few things, right? So we are going to find these drill presses right here, right? We're going to find these guys. We're going to find him, right, where he's going to have the same stuff, right? I'm going to grab a couple of bits because we might need them. Then we're going to find that guy over there too. But what we do is on here is, oh my lord, my dogs are going insane. Give me 1 second. All right, so about that, I'm back. So in here is where we're going to be able to cut our gems, right? So we're going to cut gems. The check marks are going to be which ones we have, right? So we can see emerald and sapphire. We got 2 check marks. We don't have any diamonds or rubies, right? So we can hit the emerald, right? And what that's going to do is it's going to go through this little animation here. And it's going to remove my uncut, give me an emerald, and it ate one of my drill bits, which is fine, right? The other thing we do is we come over here. I know we can't. Okay, so he's just there. All right, so we come over here to the smelting pot, right? We get third eye this, use smelter, right? And once again, gives you check marks for which ones you can do, right? I got a gold nugget. Let's come over here to a gold nugget. And then it takes away my gold ore and gives me a gold nugget, right? Now, we can do that with the silver. There's also glass, aluminum, like the bottles, the cans. We can use those to also smelt down to whatever, right? All right. Now, what do we do with this when it's here? Great question. So, we got this gentleman over here that we can sell stuff to. Everything's 100, right? Or we can come over to here, back over to the presses with our new material, and we can make rings, necklaces, and earrings, right? So I can make 1 gold ring. Okay, remove 1 gold ignet, give me 1 ring, and then, come on, bro. And then 8 a drill bit as well, right? And then you come in and receive gold ring, right? Give me 3. Oh, give me 3 gold rings. That's pretty cool. What up, bro? Talk to a jeweler. See all selling. Here you go, right? Gold rings. There's 3 of them, right? My camera was in the way, but we'll figure out that. But we can sell it here. Okay. Anyway, so that's the basic of it. That's what you'll get from here. So, nonetheless, let's dig into some of these files, right? Let's kind of start putting this together here. So let's go to resource. Let's go to gem mining. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the config files, right? Let's cut through these. My eye itches, sorry. Right, here's our blimps, right? Blimp number. Enable the name blimps different things. Disable if you already have too many blimps, as this will group them together, right? So this is where we can disable them and not. Okay. Here is our timings, time it takes to do things, right? Here's cracking, washing, panning, pickaxe mining, right? So if we want to make it longer, shorter, whatever the case, right? It's a math.random. Here's our 2 between this and this. right? It'll pick a number on how much time it takes to do it, right? So you play with that as you do. If you do make changes, I would copy this out just in case you have to recopy it back in, right? Um, these are all of our locations, right? So this is where I can, for example, blimp true. I can highlight that. I can type in false, right? And then we'll be able to save that, and it won't be there anymore, right? So actually, let's leave it out. Let's do false. I'm gonna turn that one off. The stone washing, right? There's a lot of places, right? And these kind of give the locations. Now, with that, you see 3 or 4, right? And where they are. Look at all these other ones, right? That are off. So these are probably around the same areas, just not showing, right? So modify as you want, the same as gold panning. There's a few there, but there's also a few not showing. So, let's see here. Okay, here is our pricing, right? When we go to sell it, we can make these as expensive we want, as cheap as we want, right? And things like that. So, like I said, a lot of this is up to you guys and how you want to do it. You guys can modify it however you want, right? But these are where you can do it. So we'll make the changes there. Now, the mining stores, right? Um, this is right. What can you buy from there? The prices for them, like a gold pan, is 100, right? But if you look, the sandwiches are 250. Or not price, amount. The prices are 0, right? The pickaxe is 100. The drill bit, the mining drill and the mining lasers are respectively at 10,000, 6,000. But everything else is free, right? And to kind of show that, right? If we come back up over here, oh, I want that. All right, let's third eye this guy. It's all free, right? So you're gonna want prices. You don't want that stuff to be free, right? So we'll start adding in prices. Like I want for a bottle of water, I want $25. For sandwiches, I want $45. For a bandage, I want 100, right? If you want a flashlight, I want 250, right? And now these are just examples, right? I want 500 for a gold pan because you're gonna be able to make a lot of money off that, and it doesn't. You reuse it over and over and over again, right? Pickaxe, right? Those are expendable. They're gonna have to keep buying those until they can get to a another uh, mining drill or laser, right? But bits, I don't want bits to be free, but I also don't want them to be expensive because they are expendable too. So we'll say we want them for $10, right? And then save it, right? Now here is our smelting menus, right? We can change these. I would probably just leave these all default. No really need to change any of them, right? And that's everything kind of in this file. So you got the store and the pricing, right? We have our overall pricing. Now, guys, this really will be up upon your economy and how it is, right? You don't want to make things too expensive. You don't want to make things too cheap, right? But it's all based on your economy. So you adjust that as however you want, right? Um, and then we have our different options here, right? You can add things in here uh, what was I gonna say? The painting pool, right? Like this is your pool. This is the options you can have, right? So modify this stuff as you need, right? Okay. Either way, so we're going to save that, right? And I did make a change just so we can see it. But let's close that. Let's come back into here. Here's our client Lua, right? Everything in here should be pretty much the same. Like you're not going to really change too much in here, right? Unless you want to make it interesting. You can play around with these things. Me personally, I leave them the way they are. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to reboot a lot. I am going to just restart my services for Gym. So if I come up over here to resources, let's load and refresh. And we're just going to hit Gym. We're going to restart this guy. Right. Now if I come into him again, you guys can see now that I got prices on everything here. So that is everything, y'all. Like I said, configure this as however you want. You can have more things on the map shown, less things on the map. It's 100% up to you and your server and your economy, right? So I appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, this little video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share it, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. There's a few more gem mods that are gem scripts that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to put this link to his GitHub in here. I'm also going to put his Discord in here. Go into his Discord if you guys are running into any issues. One, feel free to reach out to me. But two, reach out to his Discord. He's got a lot of people in there that might have already had your issue and have an answer for it, right? So once again, this is Gem Mining. It's a free QB Core script for some extra revenues for your civilians and our peoples here. So this is King Reds. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.